In this video, we're looking at two feet which look almost identical, but turn out to be completely different. These cows have seriously sore feet, and it's our job to make them feel whole again. This is the Hoof GP. So this is the first cow of the day, and she's pretty lame, so I know there's going to be a major problem. And as soon as we pick it up, we can see here, delaminated sole. I could swipe that away, look, quite easily. What we're going to do is we're going to level these up, like so. See, this is now our model claw. This is the perfect length and the perfect height. This doesn't look very pretty, but that's step 3, so we ignore that completely right now and move on to the outer claw, the lateral claw. The cracking which we can see around the heel of this cow's foot is not the problem. That is not the issue causing her pain. It's the symptom. It is the sign that there is something seriously wrong underneath all of this hoof horn, and by the time this trim is finished, we'll all know exactly what that problem is. Doesn't that look better? So now if we come to the side, you'll see that these two are exactly at the same height and length, nice and level. So then we move on to modelling out, coving out, dishing out, whatever you want to call it. Modelling out is the correct terminology though. At the start of every single day, our knives are like razors, but by the time we've trimmed 50, 60, 70 or even 100 cows sometimes, they have dulled down a little. You see, we didn't need to worry about that, it was taken care of. Step 3. Sometimes in the comments people say I need to sharpen my knife, but as you can see, this is the first cow, and that is why they're still razor-like. Watch out for how my knife performs on the next trim. That's after around 30 cows. See, there's why we model this out, that little black dot there. That can cause serious problems. And now that I'm looking at this still looks slightly high. So I'm going to reduce the height right now. Step numero 4. Put brown. Deal with problems. This first cow's hoof clearly has cracking around the heel of her outside claw. And this cracking is not the problem, it's the symptom of a problem hidden underneath that hoof horn. These two feet which we're about to trim, i.e. this one and the one coming up, both have the same symptoms, but both are caused by different problems. The second one is actually more serious than the first, but both are causing these cows to be in a lot of pain constantly throughout the day. It's a time-consuming job, isn't it? But taking your time pays dividends. A lot of the time, I'll choose to apply a block very quickly to the inside claw to allow it more time to set. However, you'll notice I've not done that on this particular foot. That's because I was hoping to get away without using one by making a big enough height difference between the two digits. If I can get a good height difference between the two claws, then I can almost take all of the weight away from this sore affected area. But I can't quite judge that yet until I've finished with the knife. So here is the real issue, hidden under all of that dirt and loose horn. You can see I've made a big height difference, but not enough. So we will be using a block. Not that that's going to be a surprise to you. We use a lot of blocks. So this block will not stick to dirty parts like this. We need it to be as level and even as possible. So we do need to run the grinder over here, which seems a bit counterproductive because it means we will lower this. But overall, the block will heighten it. And that, guys, completes that. This is our second cow's foot, and as you can see, it starts off looking fairly identical. The right hand claw has cracking around the heel, and there's too much height all over that lateral claw. But as you're just about to find out, she has a completely different problem. Comparing the first and second cow's trims back to back, side by side like we're doing in this video is fantastic because it proves and just goes to show why we need to be so careful when we're doing the knife work, because we never truly know what lies beneath. That was the cow behind me, by the way, not this one. As you've just seen, that last swipe of the knife has released some of the red stuff, but a quick antibacterial wash and some pressure almost completely stops the bleeding. It is vitally important that we remove all of the loose and disconnected tissue, and sometimes that means things like this happen. However, look at it right now, it looks like there is one problem, but now with that swipe of the knife, it is now obvious this cow has 2 lesions on the one foot, and that is why she is in so much pain. So had we not taken it as far as this, there is absolutely no way on earth she could possibly have recovered. I can never stress enough that removing all of the loose and disconnected tissue is the only way to truly cure a cow's hoof problems and make her pain-free once again. Having spoken about removing all of the loose horn and disconnected tissue, I can't just leave it there. I know there are 2 lesions, but there is a possibility of a third or even a fourth problem further down. If we remove all of the disconnected horn, so in other words that hard edge right there, then we can be sure there are no more problems with this poor cow's foot. 1 foot, 2 ulcers. With that said, it's time to prepare this medial claw for a block to be BoviBonded into position. These blocks elevate that sore claw up off the ground, and they really are lifesavers for cows. A good block provides pain relief by stopping the sore claw from hitting the ground, and therefore allowing the healing process to begin. See, there's dermatitis here, all on top of this lesion and here. We need to kill it dead, otherwise the new horn can't form, can it? This channel features hundreds of videos about the stories of cows with feet just like this, and if you like that kind of thing, then hit the subscribe button right now and join the herd. You see, that was one incredibly sore foot, but yet it was still an EASYFIX. See what I did there, because EASYFIX sponsored the video. And just like that, we're done and dusted. It's a rewarding job, it really is. Tiring though. But that, folks, brings this to an end. Thanks very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Ciao for now.